Hello, big dreamers. Oh my god. I feel excited, but also I feel like I'm talking to my phone. I mean, that's a general thing, isn't that people do, isn't it? Oh my god, this is so awkward. I'm sitting on the beach. There's so many people. I don't know if you can see it, but as you can see, lately I have been really practicing at going live at all times to make sure that I am giving you a huge broad spectrum view of this amazing place called Broome. P.S. My name is Jana Kingsford, Chief Big Dreamer of the Internet, and yesterday I did a really inspired video. I was walking along Broome at sunset, walking down here, and I was like, oh my god, I actually put two and two together in a way that I haven't put two and two together before. So here's the thing. When you are looking at lifestyle design, right? So let's look at lifestyle design for a second, and let's see how, as I was talking, I actually realized how related content creation is to lifestyle design. It was really interesting because I was like, a lot of the times we try not to we sort of don't go, okay, lifestyle design is a result or an effect. Hello, is an effect of content creation and building a life workers business. And I was like, but what if a huge chunk of it and a huge part of it is the content creation, the lifestyle design and the content creation come at the same time? What if you waking up every day and looking for things to design your lifestyle right now in a way that replicates where you're going and replicates where you want to go and what do you want to create, and looking for ways in your day right here, right now, that you can replicate parts and pieces of your big dreams and the way that you see you sharing your big dreams and you living in the manifestation of your big dreams and you living in the lifestyle of your dreams down the track. And I know that like lifestyle and shit like that sounds like really wanky and everything like that, but it's a huge part, obviously it's a huge part of our big dreams. It's a huge part of why we do what we do, because we've got these big dreams of lifestyle and we've got these big dreams of what we want to do in the world and how we want to do it and what our life looks like and what our businesses look like and what our brands look like and how we work in the world and how we go about our days and what is happening and the way that our day works out, and like things like today, you know, like coming down here to create some content and to do some belief work. So I was just doing some belief work before, and then I was like, okay, now I'm ready to do a Facebook Live. And I realized like they're the same thing. Like they're the same thing. So it's not, and it's like chicken and the egg. We feel like it's chicken and the egg sort of thing, but it actually is the same thing, and we do it at the same time. And it's just that you incrementally increase over time. So I was looking at a photo from us the other day. We were sitting having cocktails at the Sunset Bar in Broome. Broome is like really literally like Australia's Bali, but we have blue, beautiful water. It's so cool and it's so amazing. It's like palm trees and warm weather and blue ocean and white freaking sand, and it's so pretty and it was so amazing, and the sun sets over the ocean, and it's this most beautiful magical place. And I've been lucky enough and blessed enough to be here and come here twice. And I was thinking, I looked at this photo and I was like, this is the unjuggled life that I had dreamed up so many years ago, but I had never, at that beginning, when I dreamed up sort of the unjuggled life, at the beginning, my life looked nothing like it. And also my iteration of what unjuggled meant was very much what was right in front of me and what was available to me right there and then. It wasn't all of this like extravagant, amazing, big dreams, life and living. It was like the little version of it. It was the mini version of it. It was the little bit of an insight into what I wanted and where I was going, but it wasn't the full view. So I want you to know that content creation and lifestyle design are kind of like the same thing. And I want you to know that you can take bits and pieces from your big dreams and you can install them and insert them into your life right now, and you can use them as pieces of content. So I've got one of my clients, she went to a cafe today to work and do her work, and it's basically like, here's my vision, here's my big dream, here's how my days are going, this is the full version of it. And we're like, okay, how do we create, that's the macro version. So we come up with the macro big dream. What does the full complete big dream look like? And then we're like, okay, what's the micro version of that? And that's how we create micro content, and that's how we can actually make work, so body of work building and brand marketing one and the same thing. And so we're doing the same thing at the same time, and we're doing two things at the same time. So it's like, take your macro big dreams right now. Think about, what are your macro big dreams? What are your big dreams about lifestyle? Like when we look at lifestyle, what is the big dreams that you have about lifestyle, right? What is the ultimate? Let me know down below. What is the ultimate big dream, the macro big dream of what you have and what you want to create? And then as a form of content creation, which is also then going to feed into your life workers business, which is then going to feed into your online organic 6-figure framework for your life's work. And it's going to build your brand, and it's going to build your business, and it's also expressing your creative mind in the world. Let's look at what are the micro version and how can you insert them and install them now, because you do not need to wait until you're living the big dreams, in the manifestation of your big dreams, to be able to create that kind of content and to be inspired by that kind of lifestyle. You get to incrementally increase the way that you are inserting and installing the lifestyle design in the micro sense right now. Does this make sense? Because I know that it's really next level, and I know that it can be esoteric, but it's actually really practical. So here's the thing. If you've got these big dreams of traveling or full-time travel or anything like that, what does somebody who is traveling, so yourself as with this macro big dream, you traveling, right? What does she actually take photos of and write about every day? And look at your life right now and then rewind, because obviously it's going to happen because you are a big dreamer, so it's going to happen. And then rewind and go to right now and then look at how can you replicate those pieces and parts of that and find what you can actually do now. I did the exact same thing. So I was like, I want the holiday life. I want to be living the holiday life. And the funny thing is, I lived in a holiday place, right? But I'd never put two and two together. So to get there, you get to be there now in the micro ways that you can be there. So I wanted to have the holiday life. I wanted to be living the unjuggled life. I wanted to be traveling and living the holiday life and feel like every day was a holiday, because I loved it when the kids were on school holidays, but I didn't so much like it when the kids were doing like school runs and shit like that. Does that make sense? So I was like, okay, if I were on holidays right here, right now, where I'm at, what would I be doing? Where would I be going? What would I take photos of? And I'd be like, okay, so I'd be walking up to Hell's Gates in Noosa and I'd be taking my baby. So I did. I have photos of me doing that when I was installing and implanting and incrementally increasing my capacity to live like I was on holidays and live my unjuggled life. And I did that before it was my reality, but I did that and I started to create content from that space. And not saying, hey, I lived the holiday life. It was like, and be truthful of where you're at. You don't need to be like, I'm living the holiday life. I'm a freaking Instagram or whatever. You just do it from where you're at. So what I was like, I live in a holiday place. And I never go and do these touristy things. I don't walk into Hell's Gates. It's maybe once a year going to Hell's Gates. And people that come and visit Noosa would just love Hell's Gates and just love doing that 6K walk and I was like, let's just do it more. And so I would do it more. And then I would go to cafes, and then I would walk along the river and I would take photos and I would take footage and I would get video footage. Stina, oh hi! Jada is live. Yes, she is. Hey, fire. So I'm talking about a really wanky subject, but it's actually macro to micro. It's actually really relevant. And so we're doing Creator Mind, right? And so Creator Mind is all about creating content from the internet, and being like a creator and tapping into your creator mind, not so much your marketing mind, but making that shift from marketing mind to creator mind. But it's also about creating your reality, as wankerish as that sounds, but I wanted to take you through the incremental increase in the way that I created my reality by living in the effect of what I wanted and how I wanted to be living, by living in that then in a micro way. So I want you to look at your big dreams lifestyle and look at all the little things, like the little teeny tiny things that are in your lifestyle as you achieve your big dreams. And then I want you to go, okay, what's the micro version of that I can implement, install right now? And you might find it's so amazing, because here's the thing. I was like, I want to live the holiday life, and I lived in a holiday place, but I just wasn't doing the holiday things. So much of it is not about boredom. It's just about laziness. We're not actually actively going out and being an active participant in our life to create content and to express ourselves and to create content for the internet, and know that that is actually how we're going to incrementally increase and achieve our big dreams, right? I always spit out Stina just said, I always spit out my smoothie when you welcome me. Oh my God, I love that. Oh, I love that. Thinking about the things people love about your environment. Yes. Yes. So it's such a mindset shift. It's such a mindset shift. But I also noticed last night as I was walking along Sunset, I was like, oh my God, Creator Mind is literally about creating your reality. And as manifesty, wankerish, self-help gurus-esque it is, it's fucking true. Like, it's so exactly what I did. And I can see all the incremental increments of how I started and how I made content creation directly related to manifestation. But also, and it's like this chicken, it's not the egg before the chicken thing. It was like, oh, I get it. I am to take what is the macro big dream and lifestyle design. So look at, what do you want to put into your lifestyle right now, right? What do you want to have? What's your big dreams lifestyle? And here's the thing. Here's the kicker, guys. So much of your big dreams, you can actually recreate and create wherever you are right now. And it's the most mind-blowing thing when I was like, oh my God, when I'm rich, I'm going to be drinking green smoothies and coffees every day. I was like, I literally could make that happen right now. At that time, right? I was like, I can make that happen. I can sell an extra book. I could do an extra, do an extra live stream. There was no live streams back then, but I could write an extra post, sell some more things, sell some things, right? And make it happen. There is a lot of art, culture, and beautiful outdoors here. Yes! So you do the thing. And this is the thing. Like I said to my boy yesterday, he said he's bored. And I said, you're not bored, you're lazy. You're being lazy, you're not bored. And this is such a massive thing that I've always had as well, is there's no such thing as bored. It's just being lazy. You've lost and when you live in a holiday place here's the thing. I've traveled around Australia and every place has an element of a holiday lifestyle there. Like, everybody travels to everywhere, and there's not one place I've ever been that, and it could be like, you just got to stop through there, but there's always something to see. There is maybe a museum, or there is art, or like Stina said, there is beautiful outdoors to go and explore. There may not be these beautiful blue beaches with white sand and shit, but there's going to be something that replicates you getting out there and designing your life and looking at what you want and how you want to design your life and create your content. Create your mind. Yes. Okay. So I have a little side note, guys. It's as I keep talking, it's really popping through for me, but it's more Big Dreams Blueprint vibes, but let's do it because it's really important that I feel like when something is coming through me and wanting to come through me, that I change direction, change tact, but it is all created and it's all the same, because achieving your big dreams and Creator Mind are not two different courses. They might seem different because they're strategic, but they are one and the same. Basically, they're all about creating your big dreams, and I'm all about that. That's all I'm about. That's the only thing I'm about, is I'm here to help you to achieve your big dreams. End of stop. End of stop. End of story. End of full stop. End of story. Here's the thing. I keep saying here's the thing. I had a little epiphany today, but it's also a remembrance, because I always think about this, right? I always do my belief work. So belief work is this major thing that I do every day. There's so much of my Big Dreams Blueprinting is about belief work, which is about, essentially, it is a form of subconscious reprogramming that I realized what it was years after I'd figured this thing out. And that's how I actually finally cracked the ceiling of being successful and having success in any area, actually. And because I'd always been ambitious, I'd always been motivated since I was chasing my dreams, but I had never been successful. So I was ambitious and I was motivated, but I wasn't successful as in, this is what success looks for me, feels like for me, and I wasn't actually ever reaching that, right? So here's the thing. I want you to ask yourself, so we're going to go off track and we're going to put this is basically a different segment. This is basically a new little note, but it will be related to this thing that we were talking about before, about creating your own reality and creating your mind, which Stina said, which is amazing. Belief blind spotting. What I want you to look at, let's look at success, because lifestyle design and success are basically the same freaking sentence. Because look at this, like, designing your life and looking at, God, I hate that was such a wanker word. Can we come up with something else? Lifestyle design. your big dreams lifestyle, right? Like, what is your big dreams life? And it could actually be what you don't want, because my unjuggled life was basically what I didn't want, and I was motivated by what I didn't want, and that led me to receive what I want, but get clearer on what I wanted. So belief blind spotting is going, okay, right now, your bottleneck to success, there is actually a belief that is in your way that is playing out in the most bizarre way, and it blind spots us, and we can't actually see. And it's like this subliminal blind spot that we can't see. So what I want you to do is look at your associations with success, and I want you to go success equals, and I know that I've done this a lot. Look where you are. I know. Alyssa, you need to be here. What is going on? Alyssa, last time I saw Alyssa when we were traveling was here in Broome. And we had espresso martinis, and it just was the most amazing time in the world. It's so amazing to be here. But I do miss Alyssa being here with me, my sunset lover, my fellow sunset lover. I feel like I bask in the sunset, and everyone's like, "What's that chick on?" She's like, so just like diving in. Look at it. I don't want to move the phone because I've got it in a perfect position. If I move it, it's just going to be all whack. Right, success equals. I want you to put down some beliefs around success, and then I want you to look at, and you can do them in your head. So if you're doing them in your head, let us know down below you're doing them in your head because you don't want to share them publicly. But here, I'll give you some examples. I'll give you some content. Success equals greedy. Success equals spoiled. Success equals, and I'll tell you this, and lifestyle design is a form of success for you, right? So if you've not created the exact lifestyle that you want, or you're not even feel like you're even on the road to creating, it's going to be a form of aversion to success, right? We did espresso martinis at the Sunset Bar. Yes, we did, Alyssa. It was so amazing. It was actually my first espresso martini ever in the world. So it was really good. Here is the go. If you have not, like lifestyle design, content creation, it is all about your ideas of success. And also, to get to where you're going with content creation, we've really got to tap into what your lifestyle design big dreams are. And to be able to do that, we really need to dismantle and dissolve your beliefs around success, right? So what are your ideas about success? Hi, Leslie. We are doing a segment of belief here. Hey, ladies. Hey, Leslie. I've got 2 top fans in the house. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got 6 top fans. I feel like that's pretty amazing ratio for the size of my Facebooks. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We are talking Big Dreams Blueprint Vibes. You all know that I have that course coming out on the 1st of August, but I've also got Create a Mind starting on Thursday, the 11th of July. I keep going to say August. And also, for a limited time only, if you buy Big Dreams Blueprint, you get access to Create a Mind. Okay, ad break over. Let's continue. So, I was just looking, and it just had this next level awareness and a remembrance of how beliefs play out. So I want you to think about greedy, right? We love you. Thank you so much, Alyssa. I love that. Thank you so much. Oh my God, that was so interesting, because before I was doing some belief work, who wants to hear some of my belief work, right? So you want to look at success. I was looking at, okay, what are my beliefs about success that are coming up in this next level? And next levels to me usually means I'm revisiting and visiting stuff that I've already visited before. And what was coming up again was greedy. Success equals greedy, and success equals unlovable. And that shit was coming up again. And I was like, oh my God, I must be going to the next level because old layers are coming up again. So anytime you see old layers and old levels, all it means, it's really, really simple. Guys, do you want to hear the simple version? All it means is that it's not a core belief yet. Once it's a core belief, that old layer and level will not come up. So weird. When the helicopter went over, it was like no network connection. What is happening, everyone? What happened? Okay. Can you guys see the water okay? Is it all good? My background all good? So I was looking, okay, so how does greediness, success equals greedy, look at your beliefs and look at how they're playing out. How are your beliefs playing out right now? How are those beliefs playing out? Yes, yes, yes. So I looked around, I looked at my spectrum and I was like, oh, success equals greediness. It's funny because I actually could see all the areas where I was being greedy. Success equals greedy because I identify now with a very successful person. So I was like, this is way weird. It's amazing, the background. Yay, cool. I feel like it's not down enough. Oh my God, I should have just left it. Okay, we're good. So what are your beliefs around success? Let's just do some generic stuff. Just like success. I need something to work with. And then look at success equals, what are your shitty beliefs around success? And then look at, okay, how are these playing out in my life right now? And sometimes that can be before you've even reached that next level of success, right? And it can be, you will find like success equals greedy. And I was looking at all the ways that I was being greedy. And I was looking all the ways that I was like, oh, okay, those are little like instances of how success equals greedy. And I was looking at those. And the other thing was unlovable. Like success equals unlovable. And so what I did was obviously look at all the ways that they were playing out. And I made a list in my head of all the ways that they're playing out. So I want you to look at what is this negative belief that you've got, limiting belief, because not all shitty beliefs are negative. Sometimes they're not even negative, they're just limiting. Success equals alienation. There you go. Success equals loving life. I love that. Alyssa's just gone straight to the flipping. We've really got to actually notice the shitty beliefs first to be able to, and then we shift them around. Success equals celebrity and being too well known to have a private life. Oh my God. So good. Okay. So I was looking also success equals, so mine that were coming up was success equals greedy, success equals unlovable, and I had a brand new one that I've never had before that was based on a memory. Success equals spoiled brat. So spoiled brat, what's the other one? Greedy. And success equals greedy. Success equals spoiled brat, and success equals unlovable. So two of those were from beliefs that I always seem to, every level I go to, every next level that I go to, I'm shedding old layers of that again because they're not locked in as a core belief that success equals lovable. Success equals lovable. That's not a core belief because it keeps on coming up, right? That's how you know that it is not a core belief yet. Okay. Success equals intimidating people. Oh my God, I love these. Okay, so what we do is keep them coming. Like I love doing live belief work. It is my most transformational work that I do with my clients, and we do tailored and personalized belief work for everything, like for every instance. And we go over this stuff and we look at this stuff, and it's one of those things that we're not really self-motivated to do on our own. But if you can do that on your own, you are going to like be way ahead of other people with going to your next levels of success and your next levels of success and shedding the old layers and speeding up that cycle of success and big dreams blueprinting yourself. So now I want you to look. So like with Stina giving me some content to go off here. I love this. Intimidating people. Okay, so then you look at, so here's the thing with beliefs, right? I have experienced with both clients and myself that it's like before you reach that next level of success, you are going to actually act it out now before you've got it. Prime example, success equals bad mum. This was, I remember when I first started doing my coaching, I was really working with mums with really little kids, and it was success equals bad mum. And I was like, okay, have you reached the level of success that you're looking for? No. Are you feeling like a bad mum already? How is that playing out right now? Yes. So it's like doing things that like pin you as a bad mom for no apparent reason, and you don't know why. You're like, I'm yelling at the kids, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. And so you basically act out your shitty beliefs around success before you've reached the level of success. You know why we do that? I hope this is helpful. You know why we do this is because that's the whole point of big dreaming. We are turning into the person capable of achieving that big dream. And we've got to work through these layers and levels before we achieve it and alchemize with it and actualize that big dream. So everything and all the contrast that you're working with right now, it's plays out right here, right now, in little ways and abstract ways. So we've got to be really aware, because it's quite abstract, and we've got to be really aware of our little tendencies, right? Oh, I love this. I love belief working live with everyone. I do this with my mastermind all the time. I love this shit. Okay, success equals. So we've got Stina said success equals intimidating people. I love that. Success equals hard to be consistent. Yes. Success equals who does she think she is? Oh yeah. Success equals friends and family I will no longer understand me because I'm not their story and struggleville anymore. I know that is a huge one, especially like an Australian. That's a huge Australian pedestal-y thing. Like tall poppy syndrome is massive here. Success equals everyone else will want to take credit for it. Oh my God, yes. And this is why I never wanted to work with coaches at the start, because I noticed that this is why I'm really careful not to do this with my clients, is because the coach is like, I coached that person. Like I even had it with one of my clients once, and she's like, oh, this random coach from like 5 years ago is like literally trying to take credit for my success. And she's just like, I just wanted to be over with that. And so I was like, oh, it's interesting. And then I've also, like when I share my testimonials with my clients, it's almost like they did it all. Like they did the thing. Like I was just holding space for it and creating a framework for them, but they did the freaking work. I just sit here on the phone and get you to do the work. I'm not doing the actual work. I'm not in the actual ring. Energetically I am, but yeah, that was a huge belief that I had too. That's why I didn't hire coaches. I actually didn't hire coaches while I still had that belief, because I wanted to do it all myself and I wanted to be all mine. I love that. Everyone will take credit for it. That's a really good one. Okay, now let's look at how this belief is ballsing you up right here, right now. How is this affecting your success in this moment in time, right here, right now? I want you guys to look at it with an honest view. How is this affecting your success right now? How is this playing out? How is this belief about success playing out in the present moment? How is this belief about success in the future? How is it playing out in the present? So look across your life and spot how many ways you're seeing it play out. Is it 4? Is it 3? Is it 2? Is it 10? Is it 100? How many places, how many instances, how many scenarios, how many times, and how is it playing out? It could be playing out like 24/7. So I want you to really take stock, because this is the thing with success. And because I'm talking about lifestyle design here, I could just do all the wanky things and talk about lifestyle, but I could also go, okay, your aversion to really creating and designing your life and really turning up and cranking up your content creation to really go to the next level of creating your $1 million social media business is directly related to, or and even multiple 6 figures, whatever you're down with, is really directly related to our aversion or our even rejection of success. Because here's the thing, the opposite of receiving is rejection. So we're rejecting or repelling success in these ways instead of receiving it. And we're rejecting it in the ways that we are acting out and playing out our belief systems that we have currently around success. We're doing that right here, right now, in the present moment, before actually even manifesting and achieving that big dream. Because in order for it to manifest, here's the thing, all the success associations we have, it's not who we want to be. And so if success means intimidating people, we're just never going to let ourselves do it. We are going to hold ourselves back. We are going to, if we feel that success equals hard, like Alyssa was saying, hard, we're going to not do it because, and if success equals being a shitty mum, we're just not going to do it. If we believe that success equals, what's some other ones that we had up here? Alienation, and we crave connection. We are just not going to allow ourselves to have it. But here's the kicker. We are already living in the manifestation of that shitty belief here and now in the present before we've even manifested the big dream, which makes it a really contrasting experience. This is the way that we break through, guys. This is the breakthrough way. This is the breakthrough way. Seeing all these ways, right? Okay. So let's see if we can put this down here. Oh yeah, I feel like we can. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so let's flip them around and let's look at the opposite. And let's open ourselves up to the opposite. And so this is a really easy belief system that I've created. So you just say, I open myself up to believing, and then we flip them around. I open myself up to believing. So put them down. I open myself up to believing. And then we're going to put the success equals. So what I want you to do, if you had a dictionary, what is the opposite? And I really love to do this. The funny thing is, when I'm doing this belief work, I always have an alliteration. I don't know. Success equals broken. My opposite was success equals blessed. Success equals, what was the other one that I came up with? Oh, what was it? Sacrifice. Success equals surplus. Success equals greedy. Success equals generous. Success equals, and I feel like they always, success equals, like, I feel like they're always alliterations, but they don't always have to be. Don't worry about that. That's just my personal little OCD situation. We shall ignore that. So it's almost like a pure breakthrough as you go from, broken to blessed. What's another one? Greedy to generous. What's another alliteration? Breakthrough, success. Anyway, we don't need to do it that way. I just have this very weird situation where I think about that all the time. So looking at reprogramming what we're currently feeling about success, which is also going to have a beautiful butterfly effect to helping us really to carve out and create the lifestyle, our lifestyle design in the moment, in the micro way, in the moment right now, in the present moment. It's actually rearranging our beliefs with success right here, right now. So success equals, flip them around. Look at what is the opposite meaning of that word. What is the opposite of alienation? What is the opposite of hard? What is the opposite of, what's another one? Greedy is generous. To me, like, that's what came to me. The opposite of unlovable is lovable. The opposite of spoilt is, actually I didn't flip mine around. Hang on. Because I was doing success equals spoilt brat. What's the opposite of spoilt? Deserving. I mean, yeah. Success equals deserving. I open myself up to believing that I can love my life at all times. I love that. That is so good. Success. So now we go, success equals loving life. Success equals never going to happen. Okay, so perfect. So we're going to be like, of course it's going to happen. Success equals, of course it's going to happen. But then we look at, okay, look around your life right now, Leslie, and go, okay, how is this belief playing out in real time before the future has happened, before that actual level of success has happened? How that belief is playing out in real time? It happens right now in the Big Dreams journey. It happens on the way. The never going to happen belief plays out in real time. That's how you know it is there. That's how you know that it is a limiting belief, because it is existing in the moment right here, right now. Success equals acceptance. I love that. Alienation to acceptance. We have an alliteration. Love that shit. Success equals inspiration. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, do you guys notice that I'm actually doing my belief work live with you guys? Because I just did the first section of it, and now I'm like, you know what? This is the creator mind. The creator mind realizes that content for the internet can be content for you as well. When I write so I can write gratitude in a journal, or I could post a photo of me and husband sitting at the Sunset Bar, living our best Big Dreams life, and go, we've officially created our Big Dreams life. What do you think is going to be more potent to locking that shit in? Well, clearly the public documentation of it. Success equals authentic fame. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. Success equals celebration. So instead of celebrity, it's success equals celebration. Success equals authentic. I was going to say automatic fame. Success equals authentic fame. Authenticity. Alyssa said, yes. So I want you to know that actually you can do your belief work. This is what I'm doing right now, is like, okay, I could have just sat here on the beach and just talked to myself I opened myself up to believing that success equals generous. And then I was looking at all the ways that success equals greedy was playing out in my life right now. And then I was like, okay, if success equals generous and I'm going to reprogram that belief, what is the evidence that says that's true? What is the evidence that I can create that makes that true? And looking for all the ways that I can be more generous. I'm generous with my time. I'm generous with my content creation. I was like, let's do a live belief work session, right? So being generous with my skills, being generous with my gifts, being generous with my talents. But not only that, I was actually dreaming up brand new ways of being generous with my friends and family. I was like, I have totally taken that out of the equation. It wasn't just like, it just wasn't in my radar. And I was like, I could be more generous with this is what, and then I was creating these big dreams about like taking my friends and family to a spa. And I was creating all these like big dreams and situations where I was like, oh my God, this feels really good. It was so funny because I was writing all these big dreams like $1 million business, da 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 da. And then I wrote, take my best friends to the spa. My butterflies went off the freaking hook. I was like, oh my God, that's so exciting. And I realized what a belief was playing out where I was capping my success because I was like, oh, success equals greedy. So I'm being more greedy and I don't want to be more greedy because I don't want to be more successful because that means more greedy. So you just cap yourself. Can you see how this plays out? And then when I opened myself up to believing something different, I actually opened up my energy and my butterflies and my feelings and my emotions and my energy around that big dream. And so it actually energized and put more emotion in my $1 million dream and it brought it alive instead of it being kind of like a dead doorstop that is just continually fucking there. Instead, it's like, oh my God, it feels so alive. It feels like woke up because so many of the times your big dreams are like dead in the water, like doorsteps. They just sit there like doorsteps. They're just always fucking there. There's not much point to them. And sometimes, but they're always just freaking sitting there and they're not doing anything and they get sort of annoying and they get really in the way and they start to get in the way after a while. And so instead we want to really look at how can we wake these big dreams up. It's like when you look at that Marie Kondo documentary on tidying up and she wakes up the books, and this is about waking up your big dreams and infusing them with new energy and new emotion and putting more drive and motivation behind them and figuring out what motivates you and what drives you instead of looking at. And I was like, oh my God, that is going to be the best content ever, taking my friends and family to a freaking spa for the weekend. Oh my God, a girls' weekend. I was like, oh my God, that's going to be the best thing ever. And that woke up my big dreams like this. So you want to wake these big dreams up. So let's look at, now you've got these new beliefs. Let's not just like write them and mantra them and affirmation them like regular humans do, because everybody does their manifestations. But Mackenzie's laughing listening to you. I love it. Hi, Mackenzie. What I want you to do is look at, okay, how can I actually prove this belief to be right? And what sort of actions can I take right now? What is the actions that I get to take right now that proves this belief to be right? And obviously infusing them with the energy, and look at what can you do, what actions can you do, even if it's writing down brand new like lifestyle big dreams and lifestyle, like, you know, content creation and anything like that. And how can you actually take action on these big dreams right here, right now, even if that is writing down a new form of a big dream effect, a big dream butterfly effect, right? So for me, it was writing down all these things around generosity, and it just completely energized, re-energized, and re-emotionalized my big dreams. Is those even words? I don't know, but they are now. And it infused them through taking action by writing out new ways of why this means something to me, but also relating it to my current cap of why I'm capping myself and limiting myself and not allowing myself to go to those next levels of that particular big dreams timeline, and in resistance. Because here's the thing, once you dream up your big dream and then you go through the belief phases and you start to take action, I'm in the middle of my big dreams timeline for my $1 million business, the resistance stays there until you get the results. Until I hit $1 million, resistance is going, I'm living with resistance. Every big dream is the same. And regular humans, we do big dream, belief, resistance, and we stop there and we never get the results because we always go back to the beginning and we start at the big dreaming phase again, which is exhausting, which is tiring if you never reach the end. I've been talking about sabotage a lot because I am talking to really successful women these days. And so sabotage is something that happens after you've received the results. Sabotage is something that you received the results. Say you've hit your 6-figure year. Sabotage, hello. Sabotage is going to hit you like a shitstorm. And sabotage is one of the things that I feel like I'm a sabotage whisperer, and also it is really near and dear to me because anybody can go through the big dreams, the belief, the resistance and achieve the results. But it takes a next level human to integrate that stuff. And the reason you know you're in sabotage is, and you've only ever reached the results of a specific big dream, is it feels fake. Hi, Steph! It feels like fakey celebratory vibes. If you ever feel like you've achieved a big dream and it felt fakey and celebratory, was like, I'm celebrating, but I can't quite celebrate, it's okay. It just means that you haven't moved through the sabotage and done the work that is required in the sabotage stage, which is self-talk, which is self-belief, which is self-identity shifting, to feel that sweet success. Because sweet success, when it hits you, it feels like the most settled, celebratory, real, authentic celebration, cartwheeling vibes you'll ever feel, because it feels like sweet success. And sweet success settles in your soul, and it settles in your spirit, and it makes you brand new, and you completely change your self-identity, your self-belief, and your self-talk, because you are integrated, a fully integrated human being with that new big dream. So sometimes when you've achieved a massive big dream, say some sort of accomplishment. So say, for example, my trip around Australia, the first big lap that we did around Australia, it took me 6 months in sabotage to let it settle in my cells and experience sweet success. I had 6 months, like result achieved, received the result, celebrity, fake celebratory, fake vibes, like, yay, I'm so excited, but it just hadn't locked in. Gotta run, love this live stream. I love that you loved it. Thank you so much for being here and manifesting everything that I say, because that's what you guys are doing. So it went through 6 months of self-talk, self-identity, and self-belief to shift to my next layer and my next level and to feel the sweet success. So 6 months later is when that success settled in my cells and I was fully integrated with that big dream. And that's when we moved into the other house, Big Dreams HQ. So that was my next Big Dreams iteration, right? So this all plays out in timelines, and it's about trusting. It's about holding good faith. It's about showing up and creating the character on the way. It's about doing the work daily to figure out where you're at in the spectrum of your big dream stages. And it's navigating the whole situation, because it is a thing. There is work to be done at every single stage, and you could be at multiple stages at once. If you're a multiple big dreamer like me and doing millions of big dreamers, you're also recovering and in self-sabotage from another big dream. And then you're also in the building of your belief for another big dream, and you're in resistance, say, for example, of another big dream. Those all clash together on a daily basis. Like right today, right here, right now, you've got several clashing big dreams. So this is what makes it really easy. We do our beliefs. When I don't know which big dreams timeline and where I'm at on the spectrum of my big dreams timelines, it's so easy. Success equals. Because success equals is the most generic, but the most broad, but the umbrella belief work that helps me to reconcile all the different layers and all the different levels of all the different big dreams simultaneously and at once. Because on multiple levels, our shit around success is existent in the belief phase, in the big dream phase, in the resistance phase, in the sabotage phase, in the results phase. It's present the whole time. That's why at any given time, the best work that you can do and the easiest way to go is to do your belief work around success. Because that's going to be your savior when you don't know where you're at. You don't need to know where you're at in the spectrum of your big dreams timelines, because it's hard to pinpoint them unless, like, I've been doing this for over a decade. I can pinpoint them. So with my clients, I know exactly where they're at. They're in resistance for that. They're in sabotage for that. They're in big dreaming for that. They're in sweet success for that. They're in the results for that. They're in belief phase for that. I know where they are and I know where they're at. But that is something that comes from practice. That is something from this being my life's work. This is something that I'm so well experienced at. This is something from coaching women for years and years and years. Success equals, thanks, Steph. And it's an achievement. It's a gift. I guess it's a gift. I know it is a gift. But for you guys, if I send you out into the wild, I want you guys to have something for you to be able to work with and work on every single day. And the success is the catch-all. Success is the catch-all of every single Big Dreams timeline you are on. Look at your beliefs around success, because then you can look at how are these beliefs around success playing out right now. And it's funny because it's like everything that you didn't want and everything that you despise and everything that you reject is actually what you're living out in real time right now, in some way, shape or form. Not in the fully fledged form, but in some way, in some little, it's a clue. So that's the kicker. You're living in it right now before actually achieving that level of success. So it's a really amazing thing that you can do every single day to really tune into what are your beliefs around success today? How is that playing out today? What is happening? What is the results? What is the reality and the real-time reality of that playing out today? And if you can do that, if you can sort and shift through your shit around success every single day, you are going to shift so much faster to your big dreams. So that is a little taster, like a little teeny tiny taster of what we're going to be putting into Big Dreams Blueprint, which I'm so excited about, and Creator Mind. So I want to let you guys know that Big Dreams Blueprint, I'm about to do, I'm going to do some meditations here while I'm here. I'm going to do some success work here while I'm here. I just wanted to give you guys a little preview of my belief work stuff. It's not the whole course. I've got actionables, I've got activators, I've got actualizers and alchemizers. There's 4 quadrants of the Big Dreams Blueprinting to blueprint our subconscious minds with success and set ourselves up and set ourselves and set our minds to success and set our spirits to the success that we want, and remember what success actually means to us and what and not anybody else's form of success. What does it mean to us? You know, what is our version? What is our form of success? And so even healing those layers and levels that we have around success in the first freaking place. And so that's what we pretty much do every single day. So I'm going to choose from my 84 which one that I want to do right now, and I'm going to go and record that, and I'm going to do that for the Big Dreams Blueprinting. So what I want you guys to do is give me a message and see what is most suitable for you guys where you're at right now. Big Dreams Blueprint is going to be going up to $3,222. It is right now in its intro price. It's in its intro pricing, so make sure you message me. Creator Mind starts in 2 days, and I've also got Mission 9 that I'm launching at the moment. Mission 9 is my highest level, which includes all the things, everything that I launched during our time, but also all my best selling courses. So it gives you access to pretty much everything. So it's the whole kit and caboodle. It is 9 months, you and me and your big dreams, helping you to achieve those, workshopping with you every single day, being there in your back pocket, literally in your Voxering, and to help you to shift through every single day, shift through your shit and do it at lightning fast speeds, because I can do it. Because I've got a decade under my belt of doing it, but it's being able to actually speed up that whole process of being able to shift your shit so you can do multiple big dreams at the same time instead of just like one bigger dream at a time, and it takes 5 years to achieve. So only for people that are interested in going to the multiple figure level of your online business and create a life workers business, an organic online life business, and you must be interested in changing lives for a living. Prerequisites. There's all the details. I'm so excited. So we've got Big Dreams Blueprint starts in 2 weeks. We've got Creator Mind that starts in 2 days. And Mission 9 is now open, which is basically the catch-all, gives you all access pass to me for 9 months. There is weekly payment plans, there is monthly payment plans, there is quarterly payment plans. I'm super excited to have you guys in, so make sure you message me if you want to be a part of that. And I hope you really enjoyed this Facebook Live. I really enjoyed doing it for you guys. Thank you for being here live with some belief work shifting. I so appreciate you guys interacting. I so appreciate you guys being open to the process and doing some live belief work with us all. I hope you guys have the best day ever growing to big dreams. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Chief Big Dreamer of the Internet is out. I love that. It's so fun.